Hey guys, I'm James, and welcome to the Dime City Garage. Today I want to take a moment to talk about a rather serious situation. Of course, I'm talking about the dreaded crusty cableitis. Now, those of you familiar can attest that this is no laughing matter. It can cause Nazi throttle application, which can pucker you up pretty good in the middle of a corner. It can cause your throttle to stick open instead of snapping shut when you expect it to. That can cause a full-on brown trouser incident. Of course, there's very few more disconcerting feelings in the world than going to grab a fistful of clutch, to bang a downshift, and then feeling that cable snap. Now, don't get me wrong, there's no replacement for new cables when you're resurrecting two-wheeled history. But just like anything else in this life that's worthwhile, it's part of maintenance, and it's going to need some to sound its best. All right, what we've got here is the Motion Pro cable lube tool and a bottle of best ever cable lube. Now, the operation is really fairly simple. You got your cable in one end, clamp it down tight with the 2 thumb screws, put your cable lube wand in the other end, squirt it around, and that's basically it. But we're going to get to the nuts and bolts here and show you exactly how it works. Some cables have a rather large barrel end on the end of the actual wire, and that's going to be a little bit difficult to stick down in there and get a nice seal. So what I like to do is just thread the wire through here with the barrel end on the other side, and then you want to make sure that the cable is seated as far in there as possible until it stops. And then you simply tighten down these thumb screws. Make sure it's nice and tight. Now the tolerances here aren't exactly like race motor oil passages, so there's going to be a little bit of leakage, but that's all right. Basically that's going to allow a little bit of lube to seep out and let you see that it's actually working effectively. Then we're going to take the spigot, insert it into the far end hole here, give her a couple of nice squirts. You can see a little bit coming out here, and you can actually hear and see a little bit coming out down on the other end here. Now you know that the cable lube has penetrated all the way from the top, all the way through the sheathing, all the way to the end of the cable, and it's coming out down here. Give it a couple more squirts, make sure everything's nice and lubed. You can see, nice easy cable operation, and you can even feel down here that there's a little bit of lube at the end of the cable. You're good to go. Now, for the price of a single cable, you're going to get a tool that you can have for life to put in your toolbox, and enough lube to service more cables than you can twist a throttle at. So, easy peasy, definitely worthwhile maintenance. You should make it part of your routine. I would recommend yearly or more often, depending on how often you ride and the conditions in your state. But that's about it for now. Avoid the dreaded crusty cableitis. Thanks for checking us out, and be sure to check out these products and more great stuff at DimeCityCycles.com.